is what happened. I just finished a call over here in the corner, and all traffic was backed up due to the crash on MLK. I backed into the driveway where I am right here to check emails and to finish the call that I was working on. Your sister came up to my car, asked if I needed any help. I explained to her that I didn't, that I will be done very shortly. She said, I want you out of my driveway. I said, ma'am, I'll be done in just a couple minutes. Right there.
So you was parked in our driveway?
In the driveway, yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. With public access, where anyone can park.
I'm not asking you to explain anything. Go ahead. I just want to
you don't want me to explain anymore?
No, I just want the story. You didn't have to explain the public access part. I get that you were in the driveway.
All right.
We got that.
Legally and without any problem, okay? So I explained to your sister that I'd be leaving in a couple seconds. She said, I want you out of my driveway now, and threw this spoon at me that hit me in the forearm with whatever green substance it was on.
Were you in the car? Or
I was inside my car.
And she threw, and the spoon made it in the car?
Yes, through the window that I'd opened to talk to her.
With the substance on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is a battery on a law enforcement officer and a felony.
Oh, so that's why she got arrested, because she threw a spoon at you?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I needed, and I'm going to go back inside. Thank you.
In May of 2020, a Jacksonville, Florida police officer pulled into someone's private driveway to check his emails. The homeowner walked outside, asked the officer what he was doing, and asked him to leave the private property. It's important to note that the officer had no warrant, no business whatsoever on this property. Due to the fact that he has no legal or lawful right to be on this property, he's trespassing, the same as if any other individual were to remain on someone else's private property after being told to leave. Florida Statute 810.09 says that trespassing on a property is when a person who, without being authorized, licensed, or invited, willfully enters upon or remains in any property other than a structure or conveyance. Section A1 says that notice can be given to an offender, either verbally, as the homeowner did, or by posting signage or fencing. This particular statute refers to trespassing outdoors on private property, not inside of a structure or a vehicle. Violation of this statute is a misdemeanor, unless, as stated in Section C, the offender is armed with a firearm or other dangerous weapon during the commission of the offense of trespass, in which case they are now guilty of a felony. Florida statute even states that property owners have a right to detain trespassers in a reasonable manner for a reasonable amount of time. This police officer intentionally and willfully committed a felony by trespassing on someone's private property while armed with a deadly weapon. I don't think that the homeowner necessarily dealt with the situation in the best possible way, but still, I think that the officer should consider himself lucky that she dealt with it how she did, because a lot of armed trespassers in Florida never live to tell the tale.
Hey sir, how you doing? So I backed up in here to just read while all the traffic and everything is backed up over here because this diversion. Yeah. And so she walks up and she's like, can I help you? I was like, no, I'm just sitting here. She's 10-15, so if she comes out and talks to you, she's immediately for throwing that at me. She threw that in my car window and it slapped on me. So she's.
So do you mind coming down here and talking to me? Okay, well the supervisor will be here in just a second. You can talk to him.
What's this about? Why can't he pull off of my yard? I own this property.
You own this property?
Can't he leave my yard? When I asked him, why is he here? Please, officer, leave. He starts to yell at me. You think y'all have this kind of power? You have this authority?
I don't see him doing anything illegal. What's he doing?
You are here to tell him to leave.
I'm not going to tell another officer.
Don't walk closer to me. Now walk up. No, don't walk up on me.
I don't need you yelling at me.
In my yard, like this is your house. I own this property. Why are you here? A conversation about.
Okay, well I got a supervisor right here.
Units on the 34. For 94, the complainant stated she'll pull a gun on the officer if he keeps approaching her. For 94, but told receiving she's going to put it away.
She said. Through whatever whatever she has on her face on a spoon on me in the car.
What she throw on you? What did she throw on you?
I'll show it to you.
Stop,
I'll show it to you in a
please, man.
second.
Please, man. It's my girl, man.
You're going to jail too.
What did I do? What am I doing?
Right now, interfering.
Well, come on, man. This is my girl.
Tight.
Come on, please. What if this was your girl, man?
Well, my girl wouldn't act like this, number one.
I mean, come on, man. Please, man. Don't do this, man. Please, 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 man. Where you at?
She's got a gun and she's threatening to shoot us.
Come on.
You kidding me?
I understand that, but why is he here? Why were you here?
Just reading emails.
Hey, there's a 0 on the.
But I understand that, but why?
Just reading emails.
But why does it have to be in our
And
yard?
your girlfriend threw whatever she had on a spoon on her face at me in the car.
Okay,
so we waited for other officers to get
I
here
understand.
for her to go to jail. And now she's got a gun on the floor.
Stand by the trash can, boss.
Okay, I will.
Something that every single one of these police officers seems to fail to realize is that not a single one of them ever had the legal or lawful right to enter this property, and certainly never had the right to enter the home. It doesn't matter that there's a gun on the floor. It doesn't matter if there's 30 guns on the floor and 6 in her waistband. She's in her home. She has every right not only to be armed, but to use those arms against felonious intruders that would cause her harm. After the felonious trespasser refused to leave the property, he's lucky that she didn't call 30 other armed friends to come and take him into custody.
I was sitting here reading emails, bro.
I understand.
Reading emails, minding my own business.
I understand.
And she came up to me and decided to throw whatever she was doing on her face on me.
I understand. It's just honey, though.
I don't think anyone should actually try this because you'll probably end up getting killed. And more importantly, because it is wrong to trespass on private property. But I am curious exactly what would happen if one of us were to pull into this officer's personal driveway while he's at home to check our emails. What if I'm checking my emails in his driveway and he asks me to leave? Since checking my emails is harmless, does that mean that I have the right to remain on his private property against his will? If you previously thought that what this officer was doing was okay, just try putting the shoe on the other foot. The law is certainly against the officer here, but besides that, what an entitled little brat to believe that he actually has the right to camp out on other people's private property, and they should just deal with it.
It's what? I don't know what it is, bro. Do I throw anything on you?
No, I'm just saying.
Would it be cool if I just walked up to your car and just threw some stuff on you?
You're gonna threaten to shoot the police?
I didn't do that.
She did.
Kidding me?
Okay, I'm trying to stop her.
Maybe you should have took the gun from her.
Bitch kicked me.
I know it.
But she's scared.
Scared, brother. I wasn't doing anything. I was sitting here reading emails. She came up to my car and started throwing and threatening me.
Charlie 169 is the subject. 1015.
10-4 she is.
1020.
Brother, this is a public access driveway. That is not illegal for someone to stop here. It's not.
This absolutely, positively is not a public driveway. It is a private drive to a private residence. Due to the fact that there's no posted signs or gates keeping people out, he did not violate the law by simply entering the driveway. But he did violate the law by refusing to leave after being told to by the property owner.
While I was talking to her, telling her I was just reading emails, she chucked this at me. I have no idea what it is. That's called a battery on a law enforcement officer. That's a felony. All right, just back over in here.
She
Read
had
some
a
emails.
0 on probably the whole fucking time.
That's why when she went to go back in the house, that's why I just went ahead and just grabbed her.
Because I thought I heard it wrong. Said she was gonna shoot the officers if he continues to walk towards her.
Yeah.
Telling an armed intruder that you will shoot them if they continue to advance on you doesn't sound like a threat to me. It sounds like a fair warning.
And I didn't even approach the house. I just came out of the car to put that in a plastic bag.
Yeah, so she's charged with 2 counts of battery on a law enforcement officer.
Wow, can somebody tell me the story? She's like 5 feet tall. She's less than 100
Okay, being
pounds.
small doesn't mean that you don't hit people, right?
So who did she hit? She hit you?
No, she didn't hit me. She threw something at that officer and hit him, and then she kicked the other officer over there.
So she was fighting y'all?
Correct.
What happened to why she had to feel like she had to fight somebody? What happened why she felt like she had to fight somebody?
This is what happened. I just finished a call over here in the corner, and all traffic was backed up due to the crash on MLK. I backed into the driveway where I am right here to check emails and to finish the call that I was working on. Your sister came up to my car, asked if I needed any help. I explained to her that I didn't. that I will be done very shortly. She said, I want you out of my driveway. And I said, ma'am, I'll be done in just a couple minutes. Right there.
So you was parked in our driveway?
In the driveway, yes, ma'am.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. With public access where anyone can
I'm not
park.
asking you to explain anything. Go ahead. I just want to
You don't want me to explain anymore?
No, I just want the story. You didn't have to explain the public access part. I get that you were in the driveway.
All right.
We got that.
Legally and without any problem, okay?
Legally and without any problem? No, it wasn't legal, and the owner told you that it was a problem.
So I explained to your sister that I'd be leaving in a couple seconds. She said, I want you out of my driveway now, and threw this spoon at me that hit me in the forearm with whatever green substance it was on.
Were you in the car?
I was inside my car.
And she threw, and the spoon made it in the car?
Yes, through the window that I'd opened to talk to her.
With the substance on it?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is a battery on a law enforcement officer and a felony.
Oh, so that's why she got arrested, because she threw a spoon at you?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I needed, and I'm going to go back inside. Thank you.
The victim, Brittany Williams, was found not guilty by a jury. But for some reason, all of the Jacksonville deputies who arrived on this scene still believed that this deputy had a legal and lawful right to commit felony trespass. I strongly believe that even if Brittany had used deadly force in defense against these attackers, that she would have been acquitted for that as well. People, there is a big difference between public property and private property. You have a right to remain on public property, but when an owner, leasee, or manager of private property tells you to leave, you leave. The Jacksonville, Florida Sheriff's deputy was never properly charged with felony trespass, and I'm unsure whether or not Ms. Williams filed a lawsuit against the department or any of the officers involved.